Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Snippy Joker, and on today's episode we are going to find out how much damage each character does with just their main attack. Now what does that mean? So on the Human Torch, this is his main attack. And to do that, we will see how many it does to take someone out. So with the Human Torch, it takes 3 to the body. Now if we aim for the head, it only takes 2. Now, before we go into multiple classes, there are many characters, right? So I kind of divided it out into classes. So this first episode of the series of episodes is going to be based on tanks. And then we kind of went from there, from tanks, from melee versus shooters. So again, we're going to do tanks, melee versus shooters, and go on from there. The next episode will be healers, and finally DPS, and then we'll do an overall one. And we're trying to figure out who can do the most damage.
I'm clocking some bad guys.
All right, so number 3 on our list is a tie. First one is Thor. Now Thor, regardless of where I was hitting it, did it about 6 hits. So that was the body shot. If we aim for the head, again, it's around 6 shots. Now the other character that tied with Thor is Captain America. Now Captain America, same thing. If we hit him, it does about 6 hits, same as Thor, regardless if you're going to hit him in the body or the head. Now again, this is melee, so it's a tie between Captain America and Thor. So in about 6 hits with no other buffs, you're taking him out. Number 2 is another tie, pretty much between the Thing, who can do it in about 4 hits. Now, when I say 4, each time you hit the button, he does a double punch. So that I count that as 1. Regardless if you're doing it in the body or the head, Thing can be done in about 4 hits. Now he ties with another melee character, Groot. Now Groot, it's tough because Groot could be a melee, but he could also technically be a shooter because he can do it from a distance. But with Groot, you can do it in about 4 hits. And it doesn't really matter if you're hitting him in the body or in the head. Boom, 4 hits. So for number 2, and just regular melee damage goes to the Thing and Groot. And the number 1 melee damage character on this roundabout is Venom. Now Venom can do a body shot within 3, but the cool part is if you're able to get headshots, you can do it in about 2. So Venom, body shots 3, headshots 2, would make him one of the strongest melee characters before any buffs or anything else done to him in a regular or ranked match. Now again, this is before any possible debuffs with Season 2 coming, which we might do this again to see how things change, but Venom is your strongest choice, which is why he is a powerhouse when you go to the back line to take out healers and DPS characters. Now, shooters, the weakest of the 3 is, of course, Penny Parker. Because with Penny, regardless where you're shooting, it takes about 9 shots to take down your enemy. Regardless, head or body, you're taking a very long time with taking them down per shot. Now, yes, she has rapid fire, but it still takes about 9 versus the other shooters that we're going to see that take a lot less, almost halves what Penny does with her damage. Number 2 is Magneto. Now Magneto, again, regardless of where you're shooting, can take an enemy down with about 4 direct hits. Doesn't matter if it's in the body or in the head, you're pretty much taking him down within 4 hits. Again, like I said before, with Penny doing 9, you're having that down by choosing Magneto to 4 hits. That's pretty damn much of a difference, and I'm hoping that one day, if not in Season 2 patch, we'll check out the patch notes, that they double up the damage of Penny, which I think they talked about, or buffing up Penny's damage in the conference call they had yesterday, about upping her damage, or was it, what do you call that? Oh my god, Director's Cut, developers session, that they're going to up their damage to help her improve her use in games. And the number 1 shooter, or tank shooter, is Doctor Strange, who can do it in about 3 shots, regardless if you're doing it in the body or the head. Because it spreads around and does damage in that spread, if you can get 3 shots on a character, they're going to go down. And he is considered now one of the strongest shooters tanks in this game, which sadly they are going to debuff him in Season 2, so we'll see how much that changes in my next video. But he so far is the strongest and probably reason why he's one of the #1 tanks to use, not only in lower ranks, but in upper ranks as well. Now, sadly, the one person that we really didn't make this list in both melee and shooters is Banner/Hulk. Banner, if you choose to be a Banner main, and God bless you if you do, takes about, I think I calculated around 16 shots. Let me just look at my notes real quick. 16 shots, body or head, to take down, body to take down a player. 8 if you shoot him in the head. And Hulk takes about 7 and 7 regardless of body or head, which makes them probably one of the weakest of the tanks when it comes to just regular main attack melee damage. And that to me is kind of sad. When I played Hulk, I can feel the difference in strength than what I'm used to as a Hulk player. I hope that he gets a buff or some kind of buff to make him feel more competitive in ranked matches. Now, when it comes to both melee and tank, the winner is, of course, Venom. Because Venom has a 3-hit, let's say, combo that takes out a player within 3 hits, I know I just repeated myself, and then 2 hits to the head, he outranks Strange because Strange only does 3 and 3 regardless of a body or head. So the #1 tank in main attack damage goes to Venom. Now, on the next episode, we're going to do healers and see how they do. But if you like what you saw, sub for more content, like the video, and put in your comments your thoughts. And of course, we'll do an updated video once Season 2 comes out and all the patches are placed. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the next one.